Good morning, you all. God bless you. Welcome back to the channel. You all, in this video, I want to show you how to mount one of these gouges like my friend Frank made for me. I showed you that other video. I already had all that stuff made up. In this video, I'm going to show you how to mount this up into a handle and turn, so that you'll have a handle in it. So I'm going to do several close-ups of this while I'm doing it and sort of explain to you how it's working, okay? All right, y'all, first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this piece of wood down to where we can get a 3/4 inch fitting. This is just a copper fitting right here, and because this wood right here is soft wood, I'm going to use the entire fitting, okay? You see, Frank sent me that, and he cut it in half, and that works really good for hardwood. But I don't have no hardwood this morning, so we're going to use an entire fitting to make this piece right here. All right, that's what that is. It's just a 3/4 inch copper fitting. Next thing you want to do, you always just take your set of calipers and get the inside dimension of that right there. And that should be the inside dimension, and it is. So now we know that we'll just drop this down over that piece of wood over there. When it gets to the right size, we'll know just exactly where we're at. It's pretty simple. I always want to keep your tool sharp. Now what we're going to start off with, you all, is just this plain old cutoff tool right here. That's what that is. It's just a cutoff tool. All right, you all, I'm going to use a skew to get this down to size, okay? That way it'll be square all the way around. Now you ought to bring it down to that finished size. We're almost there. Just take you some sandpaper. All right, you all, next thing you want to do is you want to slide that on there. Now, I'm going ahead and take it over here to the block, and I'm going to go ahead and knock that thing on there, okay? And it will remain mounted the entire time. Now we've got that mounted. We just polish that up. Now the next thing we're going to do, you all, is we're going to cut this down and make this blend into that. I always like mine to be about 1 1/8 inches, you all. So that's what that is already. So that's the way you can check it. hardest things to do, you all, or it is for me, is to take a hand drill and drill that hole perfectly straight and square the distance that you need it drilled. Most of the time, mine comes out a little crooked. Well, since Frank sent me this part for my lathe, I'm going to try it out this morning and show you how to drill a hole straight through that piece of wood right there. Now, you people that's worked in a machine shop all your life know that when you're drilling a hole, especially a big hole, if you will start that hole with a smaller bit, it's going to make it a whole lot easier for you. Now, how far are we going to go back in there, okay? Just about that distance right there. You all, before you start off, bring this thing up underneath your piece so that that thing turns straight on it, okay? All right, you all, for this particular demonstration right here, I'm going to tie this in place, and then I'm going to take my block right here that's the right size, and I'm going to sort of steady that to see if this works right. Perfect. So there it is, you all. Pretty simple. Like I said, I took an old drill and I tore it apart and I tapered this. I couldn't find one on the internet that would fit this Sears tailstock right here. And they make plenty of them. I mean, these things come for these big lathes, and you can drill holes by the millions just as straight as an arrow. But you can see this tailstock, you all, is not like these real good cast tailstocks. You turn a handle on them to turn your drill bit in. But over here, you can see you got to get this thing laid out just exactly right so that it turns straight. See? Basically all there is to it. So I'll glue that in there, and that'll be the end of it. And we'll put Frank's gouge to the test here one evening. All right, you all, there's what it looks like. I mixed up some 5-minute epoxy. It's in place. Now all I got to do is wait till that stuff sets, and I've got that thing ready to go. Now, wasn't that simple and easy to do? You all, hope it inspires somebody else to get into wood turning, okay? The whole point. And you can figure out a way to do it. You can see that right there, how I did it with that chuck on that drill, off that old drill. Thank you all for watching. God bless you. That's another tip from your Bland County Survival Man. Have yourself a wonderful day.